Welcome to my channel Daily Bulletin News. Days of Our Lives is making a big mistake by not letting a fan favorite go. It can be tough to let go of someone or something that we love. That doesn't just apply to our personal lives. Favorite show cancellations or character deaths can hit us harder than we think. But while loss may always sting, eventually we're able to let go and move on. Mostly, because sometimes, like what Days of Our Lives has been doing with Abigail, we're just constantly haunted by our loss in what feels like a never-ending parade of teasing. It's not the first time we've talked about this, or even the second. From ghostly visits to Chad being unable to move on from Abigail with Stephanie, to Kat's fake-out, Days of Our Lives has refused to let Abby go. And now we're into the next phase of it, with her remains being dangled by Clyde as a way to get Chad to do his bidding. Just by having that there, the specter of Abigail keeps haunting us, but there's been absolutely no indication that Abigail is coming back in any capacity. Granted, that would make an actual return brilliantly surprising, except for how much they've been dragging this out. Because right now, fans are souring on the whole thing. As Jim Guy 68 pointed out over on the soaps.com message boards, there's been way too much focus on Abigail lately with no indication that the character could be coming back. The empty coffin is just another teaser that's just going to get stretched out to the point where the fans won't care anymore. It's been going on long enough. Either bring her back or end this storyline and have everyone move on. Tiff5555 agreed, writing, if she is not coming back, then let this character go. It's making Chabby fans very sad. So here's how we'd love to see this story go. Chad and Kat take down Clyde and get Abigail's remains back. Maybe the villain dies in the process, not through intentional murder, but because a fight goes wrong and he's killed in self-defense. Chad puts Abigail to rest once again, and this time, her murderer is gone as well. It's like a final coda to her story. And is sure to thrill viewers who are tired of Clyde somehow pulling the strings of every bad thing that ever happens in Salem, from maximum security prison. This coincides with Doug's passing, and Chad has to be there for Julie to help her grieve. In the process, it helps him grieve and let go of Abigail. He helps a devastated Julie understand that life will still go on, and Doug, and Abigail, would want them to keep living and keep loving. This coincides with Doug's passing, and Chad has to be there for Julie to help her grieve. In the process, it helps him grieve and let go of Abigail. He helps a devastated Julie understand that life will still go on, and Doug, and Abigail, would want them to keep living and keep loving. Well, not the end, but the end of teasing Chabby fans non-stop. And if Chad does move on with Kat, as seems destined to happen, hopefully they aren't constantly making references to her time as Abigail and just let it all go. A little teasing can be good, but too much or handled in the wrong way and it can spoil even returns fans have been waiting for. We saw that with Bo and Hope's reunion, when viewer excitement turned to frustration as the story ended up being little more than one big tease. The two only truly came together for a few seconds before Bo was put into a coma. Luckily, it looks like that is going to be fixed, and Bope fans will get the happy ending they've always wanted. And hey, maybe 15 years down the line, Chabby can get the same happy reunion. The show's got a tried and true track record of making those work. Just look at how strong Steve and Kayla are after his decade-and-a-half death. But for now, please just let Chabby rest before viewers get fed up with what was one of Days of Our Lives' most popular modern couples. Stay tuned and subscribe the channel.